Ladies and gentlemen, what is up, everybody? This is Joseph Collin here on Friday afternoon, September 10th, 2021. I hope all of you guys are having a great Friday so far. Today, we got a double upload right here on the Big Fight Field channel. This is the first video, your preview for the Miami Dolphins New England Patriots game on Sunday, and then later on tonight, we got AEW Rampage on the channel. Cameron Johnson may or may not be joining us tonight. I'm not so sure. I will know later on, but I will tweet an update once I know. But we are here right now to preview the Miami Dolphins heading to New England, heading to Foxborough to face the New England Patriots, just like last year, exactly like last year. And we're going to open up the season the same way in New England like we did last year. Last year we lost on opening day 21-11. Hopefully things change this year once we head down to Foxborough. The big matchup for this game is the two quarterbacks. I feel like Tua Tagovailoa against Mac Jones, both Alabama quarterbacks. This is Tua's second year, and Mac Jones is the starter for the Patriots after Cam Newton surprisingly got cut. I guess they didn't want him to be a backup because they wanted to give him a chance to be a starter on another team, but I really don't know where Cam Newton fits on another team besides a potential backup. Like, I could see him being a backup for the New York Giants in case Daniel Jones doesn't do that great. I could see him going to I could possibly see him going to Dallas, potentially. I could see him going to the Jets to be a backup for Zach Wilson. I could see him going to possibly the Indianapolis Colts if Carson Wentz is banged up during the season and they need a quarterback. I feel like Cam would fit well in there. But we are going to preview this game. And before we do that, let me do some quick predictions on the other games this season. Last night's game, if you have not already, be sure to go check out the reaction to the Dallas Cowboys upset, unfortunate loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last night on a game-winning field goal, 31-29. If you haven't already, be sure to go check out that recap. That is almost at 100 views, so I thank you all for that. Let's go through these games real quick, then we'll get to Miami, New England. The Eagles versus the Falcons. I like Atlanta. Pittsburgh versus Buffalo. I hate both teams, but I'm going to go with Buffalo on this one. The Jets at Carolina. I'm going to go with the Panthers. Minnesota against Cincinnati. I got the Vikings winning that one. San Francisco at the Lions. I like the Niners. Jacksonville at Houston. I like Jacksonville. I like Trevor Lawrence to get his first win in week 1 with Jacksonville. Seattle versus the Colts. This is a tough one. Really a tough one, but I'm going to take Seattle, I think. I'm not so confident on that one. Carson Wentz is playing. I don't know if that's going to make a difference, but I like Seattle, I think, in that game. Arizona versus Tennessee. Criminally underrated game of the week. I like the Titans. If it was in Arizona, I would have taken the Cardinals, but this is in Tennessee, so I'm going to take the Titans. But that's going to be a very good game, I feel like. The Chargers and the Washington football team. I like the Chargers. I really like the Chargers. I think Justin Herbert's going to have a good season, so I'm going to take the Chargers over Washington. Cleveland at Kansas City. I like the Chiefs. Green Bay at the Saints. It's in Jacksonville because of hurricane in Louisiana, but I still like the Packers. Denver and the Giants. I'm going with the Giants. Chicago at the Rams. I'm saying the Rams are going to blow out the Bears. And then Monday night, the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders at Allegiant Stadium. The Ravens are banged up, man. They are really banged up. Even before the season started, they have Justice Hill, J.K. Dobbins, and Gus Edwards all out for the season. And they had to go out and get Le'Veon Bell for the running back because Dobbins ACL, Edwards ACL, and even Marcus Peters ACL. So they are really, really banged up. I'm going with the Raiders. If the injuries wouldn't happen, I would have said Ravens, but I like the Raiders in that game now. So let's get into this Dolphins game. And the Patriots, like I said before, the Patriots are going with Mac Jones. They got a couple new additions in there, a lot of new additions on the team, actually. They got Kendrick Bourne. They got Jonnu Smith. They got Hunter Henry. They got Nelson Aguilar since Julian Edelman retired. They still have N'Keal Harry and Jacoby Myers. I believe the number one receiver is Nelson Aguilar, but they got two very good tight ends. And with us, one of the best safeties in the NFL, I feel like Eric Rowe. I feel like he's going to be on Jonnu Smith or Hunter Henry all day. He's at that; those are going to be his guys. He's going to be covering Smith, and he's going to be covering Hunter Henry. I think we have Xavier Howard on Nelson Aguilar, and I think we have Byron Jones on Kendrick Bourne. Hopefully Nelson Aguilar does not burn us like they did last year when he was on the Raiders, because Byron Jones got burnt by Nelson Aguilar in that game, and I'm hoping that doesn't happen again. But I still feel like this Miami defense is going to be a top 10 defense in the NFL. They are dangerous. Jalen Phillips is amazing. They got that still front defense, Van Ginkel. Someone that really stuck out to me in the preseason, his second game, Sam Eckelbon, I think is his last name. Sam Eckelbon is someone to look out for, I feel like, on the defensive side. He was very, very impressive in the preseason game against the Atlanta Falcons. And I really like what I'm seeing from him, man. We got a Landon Roberts, Kyle Van Noy's back on the Patriots. So a Landon Roberts is back at the starting linebacker for the Miami Dolphins. And we got Javon Holland, new safety. Like I said, Eric Rowe, Nick Needham. I really like the Miami Dolphins defense, and I think the defense is going to win most of our games this year. Just like last year, I feel like. I think the same thing is going to happen, but that doesn't mean the Dolphins defense is going to be bad. Stefan Gilmore is out. Stefan Gilmore is not playing for the first 7 weeks of the season. Still got J.C. Jackson to worry about. He's one of the best corners in the NFL, but we don't really have that much new additions besides Jalen Waddle and Will Fuller. And you got to keep in mind, Will Fuller is still on the PUP list for a drug violation. So he's not playing this week. He's got one more game left on that deal. But he will be back next week against the Buffalo Bills, and that is a great thing. That's a great thing to hear, man. So I'm happy to hear that. Jalen Waddle, I love. He's fast. He reminds me of Tyreek Hill. You give him a quick screen or 5-yard slant, he can make that into a 30-yard pass or even a touchdown. He's super quick. I love Jalen Waddle. I even loved him when I was watching Alabama football. I really do. So I think him on that Miami offense is going to fit brilliantly, and we can use a fast guy like him. So I'm really interested to see what's going to happen with Jalen Waddle in this game. My boy Devontae Parker still with us. He'll probably be wide receiver 2, I think, behind Will Fuller when he comes back. But I really think he's going to have a good season. Mike Gesicki is a top 10 tight end in the NFL now. I feel like he can have a great game, but the eyes is on Tua. And already a lot of people are saying, well, if Tua doesn't good, Tua sucks, and if Tua doesn't do good this year, then, it's over for him in Miami. No, it's not. Tua is our future in Miami. He is going to be just fine. Y'all acted like he had an awful season last year. Tua won us 6 games. 6 games, and was one game shy out of the playoffs. Y'all realize that we were a year early last year with that rebuild. We were supposed to be in rebuild form last year. This season was supposed to be the season we had last year, but we were so good last year. That gives us even higher expectations, I feel like, this season. And Brian Flores, he knows what he's doing. He likes to get in those rookie quarterbacks' heads. I think he's going to be in Mac Jones' head. I don't think Mac Jones is going to have a great game here. I do think this is going to be kept as a low-scoring game. I think the Dolphins' defense is going to cause problems for Mac Jones in this game, hopefully. I don't see the Patriots scoring more than 20 points in this game. I think maybe a touchdown or 2. I do think, like I said, Mac Jones is going to struggle. Patriots defense is very good as well. I'm not underestimating them. They got Matthew Judon as well in the offseason. But I think that the Dolphins defense is going to do fine in this game. I think Tua will be okay. He faced Bill Belichick once before, and you know how they say Bill Belichick loves getting in those heads of the rookie quarterbacks. Well, how did that work last year? Tua stepped it up in the fourth quarter, scored 15 points, and they ended up winning that game 22-12 in Miami. And that game knocked the New England Patriots out of the playoffs, and that felt so good to see the Dolphins knock the Patriots out of the playoffs. And it would feel so good for the Dolphins to also give the New England Patriots their first loss of the season. That would feel amazing and would be a great way to start, and before we face the Bills next week. So I think, like I said, key things is probably going to be the defense. Defense needs to have a great game here. Hopefully they play like a top 10 defense this season. The Dolphins offense, I feel like, is going to be better than last year. We got weapons now. We got great receivers now. We only had Parker and Gesicki last year. Jakeem Grant was on there. Lynn Bowden, who's out for the season. Isaiah Ford. We didn't really have that great receivers last year. Parker was out for like 3 weeks, so we were stuck with Jakeem Grant as our top receiver. And Jakeem Grant ain't no top receiver in the NFL. Now with the additions of Will Fuller and Jalen Waddle, I expect the Dolphins offense to be much, much better than they were last year. I do think this is going to be a good game. Like I said, I'm hoping I get to watch the game while at work. And if I can, I will absolutely do a recap reaction video for you guys on this game when I get home from work. But if I had to pick a final score, I'm going to say, Miami 21, New England 13. So I got the Dolphins winning this game 21-13 in Foxborough. And folks, that's going to wrap up the recap here on the channel. I thank you all for watching. If you have not already, be sure to subscribe to the Big Five. I don't know what's going on with the subscribers. We've been stuck around this for a long time, for way over a month now. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's on my end, but hopefully y'all can hit that subscribe button. It would mean the absolute world to me. If we could get the subscribers up, trying to get 500 before the end of the year. We will see what happens. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but we will see. Comment down below your thoughts on this game between the Dolphins and Patriots coming up on Sunday. And let me know who you think down at the comments below is going to win all the games on week 1 of the NFL season. You can even leave your comment below what you thought on last night's game with the Cowboys and the Bucks. Hit the like button if you like what you heard from me in this video. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Colin_Joseph. And that's another thing I want to say thank you for. I meant to do this the entire week. I will do it on the Rampage review again tonight, but we gained a lot of subscribers over All Out weekend. And we started that weekend with 2,270 followers. We now gained 60 followers over there. And we are almost to 2,400 followers. So I thank you all for that very, very much. So follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well. And guys, I will see you later tonight with your AEW Rampage review here on the Big Fight Field channel. It should be a good night. Have a good one. Stay safe. And as always, man, stay classy.